Welcome to ARCORE Germany, to a new cognac review here on my YouTube channel. And today I have again a very special cognac for you. It's an almost 80-year-old cognac from the Fins Bois, from an unknown domain, bottled for passion for whiskey, and I hope you like this review. So we have here today a cognac from an unknown domain. This means I don't have actually any information. I have one little information, and the information is that the domain where this cognac comes from is located in the Fins Bois. This is all I can tell you, and we start with our today's review. And of course we want to have the short look to this anniversary bottling from Wine and Whisky specialist Vandenberg. We have here, yes, the 13th anniversary, congratulations. And title for this anniversary bottling is Le Temps Retrouvé. This means time regained. And on the label you will find a window from the church Saint-Martin from the town Neuvicq-le-Château. And why did it choose this label or the window from the church? They wanted to make an homage to this town because the town is very famous for the cultivation of grapes and also for the grain. And so this is the reason why they chose this kind of label and also the title. So we have here today the cognac from an unknown domain, the lot 46, bottled in 2025, so almost 8 years old. And bottled, I just mentioned, for Wine and Whisky specialist Vandenberg from the Netherlands. Cognac from the Fins Bois. We have the grape varieties Uni Blanc and Colombard. We have a very high ABV of 49.5% cask strength for 80 years. So this normally means that we had here a maturation in a very dry cellar, and we have the bottle size of 70 centiliters. In total 252 bottles, no additives, and we have the bottle price of around €200. At the time when I make this review, this cognac is in an offer available for €180. So have a look if you see, when you see this review, if it is still available for this price or maybe for the €200. And we start with our tasting. You had the chance to buy from this cognac also a 5 centiliter sample, or maybe it is still available. Have a look to the shop from Passion for Whiskey. Maybe you can still purchase a sample. And we have first to look to the color of this cognac. So color wise, it's actually for, I mean, we have here something like 75, 80 years of, well, actually I don't know how long the maturation exactly was from this cognac. Let's say 70, 75 years maybe, I don't know. So we have here still a very bright color for me. So it's a very nice amber color, but still very bright. And then let's have a look to the aromas here on the nose first. Wow, fruity, very fruity. Beautiful, intense peach. I do have as well some dried pineapple. There is something inside which reminds me on a lemon balm. Very good. And a very light mint note. So interesting. Just remember, 75 years maybe of maturation, and still freshness here, fruitiness is here. So you can expect here a very heavy cognac or very a cognac with a lot of cask flavors. No. So for me it's definitely more on this fruity, fresh side, and this is very exciting because, yeah, interesting, of course. Okay, let's try it. Santé. Yes, beautiful palate, wonderful. Palate is for me, yes, I would say the highlight from this cognac, very good. Here first, velvet, smooth, even an oily texture here, the palate. And then you get fruitiness here again with some orange marmalade. You get also get a little bit from this mint, you have a little bit of some brown sugar, and also a little bit from the cask here with the caramel. So yes, compared to the nose, a little bit more cask influence, a little bit more intensity maybe also, but still everything on this fruity, fresh side for me more. And even on the finish, you get here a little bit more the cask influence, again, more like on the palate, but still interesting. It's still on this little bit of fruity side for me, with yeah, maybe a little bit of some dried oranges. You get a little bit of some tobacco here, some very light cedarwood, some pepper, so the intensities here, and some dark chocolate. Let's say 70–80% of dark chocolate. Yes, so feel maybe even a little bit of the tannins here at the finish at the end, but yeah, interesting and still very good to finish also. Yes, so wow, very interesting cognac. So for the age, and sometimes, so when I have a cognac or armagnac, I sometimes have the feeling that the armagnac or the cognac is older than what I actually have in my glass, and at this time it's different, because here I would say the spirit is maybe younger than than it actually is, because we have here, yes, over 70 years, and for me so if I would taste it blind, maybe I would say something around 50 years maximum, I think. So yes, very interesting, and it's also even not easy to find here an identity of this armagnac, because he is very multifaceted here, and yes, especially here on the nose with this intense fruitiness, and then it changes a little bit here on the palate. You get maybe a little bit more of the cask flavor, but still fruitiness. And in the finish, you also have a little bit of this fruitiness, but more from the cask flavor, more the intensity here now. So yes, extremely multifaceted cognac. So yeah, interesting. And you still have the complexity, of course. So a lot of flavors, a lot of very nice aromas, and yes. So yes, I'm surprised, to be honest, because just if you have the facts and numbers from a spirit, you have so the first things in mind. If you have a cognac at this age, you think about cask flavors, you think about bitterness, maybe even you think, yes, about old style flavors, but not this kind is what I expected, to be honest, with the fruitiness, with the freshness. So special cognac, definitely interesting cognac. And of course, it's also for me a recommendation, especially if you are struggling a little bit with the older cognac, when you say they are for you, or you have worries that they are too much on the cask side, too much bitterness. Then try this cognac. You get here very old matured cognac, but with a lot of beautiful, fruity, fresh flavors, not a lot of cask flavor. So this is, in this case, maybe a recommendation for you. And when we come to the points at the end, I mentioned already the highlight was definitely for me the palate. Wonderful with this yeah, mix of this oily texture with the sweetness, fruitiness, very interesting palate, and 22 points for the nose, 23.5 for the palate, 22.5 as well for the finish then. And for the overall impression, I would give this cognac 23 points, because we still speak here about a price of, I mean, 200 euro if it's not at the offer anymore. And yeah, think about where can you taste spirits this age, this quality for such a price. Tell me a spirit, just of course except of Armagnac maybe, but you probably won't find any other spirits in the world this age for this price. Just think about whiskey, where they sell, I don't know, are there 70 years old whiskey available? Yes, there are. I think Macallan released some years ago, I think, very, very old whiskey for I don't know how many 100,000 of euros. and then you have the chance to try this for €200. I think everything is set. Yes, and if you decide then yourself to buy one of these bottles and drink it, or maybe you bought a sample and try this one, then let me know, of course, what you think about this cognac. We also have here this, youth character, maybe even a little bit of this cognac inside. What kind of flavors did you have? So we have in total 91 points for this cognac. I think I forgot to tell you. Yes, 91 points in total. So definitely over the 90 points. And yes, I mentioned already, absolutely recommendation. And so we are at the end of the review. I really hope you like it. Give a thumb up and subscribe my channel should you not have a subscription so far. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful and great time, and see you soon here again on my YouTube channel.